You know, guys, they call it situational handicapping. And on Tuesday night, you had a couple of games, one in college, one in the NBA, where the situations were what you're looking for often when it comes to gambling. In college basketball, you had Michigan State playing at home against their number one rival, Michigan. And you saw how the Spartans, an inconsistent team this season, came to play and absolutely destroyed a very, very good and talented Wolverines team. Then in the NBA, you had a Utah Jazz team that has been more than inconsistent all season long. At home, hosting Oklahoma City, the Thunder came in on a roll. But as I'm handicapping that game yesterday, I'm thinking, wow, Oklahoma City, if you look at player by player, position by position, Oklahoma City is by far the more talented team. But the Thunder got caught in the look ahead situation. They're going to play the Miami Heat tomorrow night. Looked right past the Jazz, and in Salt Lake City last night, Utah destroyed Oklahoma City. Situational handicapping. You have to look for the letdown games. You have to look for the look ahead situations. You have to look for revenge, and you have to look for rivalries. Hi, guys. Al DeMarco here. This is going to be a Wednesday video report. 3 big promotions to talk about today. Plus, I've got a free pick on an Atlantic 10 game between Butler and NC Charlotte coming your way in just a moment. But first, let's talk about a couple of hot handicappers who are involved in today's promotions. Anthony Red. Listen, you're a gambler, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video report. You know that you respect the streak. Yes, you always respect the streak. Superstitions abound in handicapping and gambling. You'll always respect the streak. The last 2 days, I have given you the opportunity to get Anthony Red's play for half price. And I want to thank Anthony for participating in this promotion. And the past 2 days, he has delivered. Monster NBA winner 2 nights ago as he cashed in with the Washington Wizards, a 4.5-point road dog, winning it by 12 outright at Milwaukee. And last night, cashing in with his 30-dime winner, number 6 out of 7 with the Kings over Memphis for his 6th straight NBA winner. Well, guys, as I said, you respect the streak. And I'm going to do it again today with Anthony's cooperation, giving you an opportunity to get his play today again for the same half price amount. The numbers are simply staggering for A-Red. He's going for winning day number 13 out of 15. In college basketball over the past 2 years, $10 bettors have won $5,295. In the NBA, after the consecutive winners the past 2 nights, $10 bettors have won $6,375. Do the math, guys, or let me do it for you. The past 2 years, $10 bettors in basketball, college and pro combined, have won $11,679 or $70. At least if I'm going to do the math, I should do it properly, right? Tonight, he's got 75-dime winner number 5 out of 6. Creighton and Northern Iowa. Panthers playing at home well here of late. Creighton, the Blue Jays, after such a strong start this season, they have hit a slump. I think they've lost 2 straight and 3 out of 4. Which way does he go? Let me just frame this play for you. This selection, his 75-dime winner, number 5 out of 6, is just as strong as his little 75-dime winner on that team, the Baltimore Ravens, a couple of Sundays ago against San Francisco. 22-11 overall run in college basketball. And guys, if you were to buy the play, you would pay $75. But you're going to get it for $37.50 simply by using this coupon code, Anthony 3750. Pretty creative, right? Anthony, his first name. I don't have to spell it, guys. It's here on the site. Anthony 3750. Put it all together. No space between Anthony and 3750. You enter that in your shopping cart and you will get his play today for $37.50. Again, if you haven't made a long-term commitment to Anthony Red, I don't know what the problem is. Well, here's an opportunity for you perhaps to make a long-term commitment right now to A-Red and get another handicapper as well for free. I'm going to repeat today, as I have the past 2 Wednesdays, the buy one handicapper for 1 week and get the plays of a second handicapper for the same week of equal or lesser value for free. Buy one handicapper's plays for 1 week and get the plays of a second handicapper of equal or lesser value for the same week for free. So, for example, A-Red, $219. That's what it costs to get his plays for free for 1 week, $219. If you were to make that purchase today, for example, you could then go and, I'm going to use Craig Davis for an example. Let me see what his package costs. Craig Davis is $199 for 7 days. You could get Craig Davis's place for 7 days for free. The two hottest handicappers, although Scott Delaney, Chris Jordan, and Trace Adams may have something to say about that, and Brian Rosica as well. But you can get Anthony Redd's plays for 7 days and get Craig Davis's plays, $199 value for free for the same week. I can't give you a better deal than that, guys. How you do it is this. You make the purchase of the one handicapper, then you send an email to customer service, say, hey, I bought, for example, Anthony Redd. Could you please give me Craig Davis's plays for free for the same week? They'll go ahead and add the plays to your account within a couple of minutes. Again, second handicapper, equal or lesser value for 7-day packages. These apply for 7-day packages. And I like doing it at this time of year because it gives you guys the ability to sample handicappers perhaps you may not have tried before, or guys that you have occasionally bought and now want to try making a long-term commitment. And it also allows you to jump on the bandwagon and catch the wave. Listen, I know a lot of guys out there, that's what you do. You try, it's like betting the market, trying to figure out the highs and lows and when to market time your stock and mutual fund purchases. I know a lot of guys do that here at the site. Personally, I think you got to find a handicapper and try to find one that can win consistently, going ups and downs over the long term and producing a profit. But this gives you an opportunity to market time. So that's promotion number 2 today. Then finally, let me talk about promotion number 3. And speaking of Craig Davis, I'm going to go to Craig today for the charity play of the week selection. Now, you may recall last Wednesday, we turned to Anthony Redd, and A-Red cashed in with a win for you. It was the charity play of the week selection. 2 Wednesdays ago, I delivered a charity play of the week winner for you. Charity play of the week is something that I created back in March of last year, where once a week I find a play of a hot handicapper and give it to you for free. And should that play win the next day, I ask you to make a donation to a charity, a group, a family, somebody needing some type of financial support in tough times. And I ask you to make a donation, whether it's $5, $15, $500, the choice is yours. If you participate in the program, that is the key. I believe there's some greater good that we can do toward gambling, through gambling, and I also believe in creating some positive karma. The past 2 weeks, there have been just heartbreaking stories here at the site, and you guys have responded in an overwhelming fashion. The past 2 weeks, 2 little boys, one who was coming back home for hospice care, helping a family with his medical expenses, and also helping pay for his upcoming, and it's horrible to say it that way, but his upcoming funeral arrangements as he's in hospice care. And the other one last week for a little guy who died on Super Bowl Sunday, and the family needed help paying for his funeral expenses, etc. You guys have responded with probably about $7,000 in donations. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot when I'm telling you that I've given away $1.3 million worth of plays in over an 11-month period. But I also understand, just because I'm giving you a play that costs $75 doesn't mean you're betting obviously a hell of a lot more than $75. You know, the average internet bet when you play offshore is somewhere between $14 and $16. That may be shocking to many of you, but that's how it goes online for most of these offshore sports books. That's why they're looking for action junkies. Great way to lose money for you as a gambler. That's why they're looking for volume, okay? So, what you give, the amount really doesn't matter. The fact that you participate in the program and you give, because we've created a hell of a community. So when I tell you that we have generated about $7,000 from what I can see, and that's only from what I can see. I mean, I go to the site and I see the contributors, everybody lists. There's so many of you out there that just give generously and you don't even put in the amounts. So who knows what you've given? But the fact is, as long as you're participating, that's all I care about. So tonight, guys, I'm going to turn to Craig Davis. And it's a big play from Craig Davis. It's his biggest basketball play of the season. Another 50-dimer. 50-dime winner, number 8 out of 10 overall. And 41 out of 65 over the past 2 years. It's on San Diego State and Colorado State. Big, big, big. Mountain West contest that goes tonight at 10 o'clock in Fort Collins, Colorado. Remember, Colorado State went to San Diego State earlier this year, back on January 12th. They fell down by 17 points at halftime, rallied, forced overtime, and still lost the game. Can they recover at home where they've won 26 consecutive games? Can they cover the spread? It opened at 4. It's up to 4.5. Wouldn't be surprised to see this one go to 5. That's the play. It matches his biggest basketball play of the season in college hoops. $10 better has won $4,025 in all sports following Craig's advice over the past 12 weeks. And guys, you are going to get his play tonight for free. It would cost you $75. All you've got to do is go to his page, hit the Buy Now button, use this coupon code. Craig75, his first name and the number 75. Put it together, enter that. That will give you a total purchase price of 0. Again, if the play wins tomorrow here under the video report and in the video, I'll talk about somebody that needs some help and needs some money to help, whether it's bills, etc. And if it loses, hey guys, that's part of gambling. There are no guarantees. That's why it's the charity play of the week. We've won it the last 2 weeks. I hope we win it every single week. So that's your final promotion today. Craig Davis is the charity play of the week. Anthony Red, absolutely on fire. 75 dime winner, number 5 out of 6. And just as important, winning day number 13 out of 15 for a guy who's won basketball bettors, $10 bettors, over $11,600 the past 2 years. And buy one handicapper for a week, get the plays of a second handicapper for the same week of equal or lesser value, absolutely free. You just send in your email to customer service. Now, one other handicapper I want to quickly talk about, Brian Rusika. Came to the site about a week and a half ago. This is a guy who had worked as a line maker at one of the biggest offshore sports books, which happens to be located in Costa Rica. Did that for over a year, quit, came back to Vegas. One of these guys like Anthony Red, who lives and breathes and drinks and eats, I think they sleep in the sports books. He's a junkie, a sportsbook rat, as I like to call him. I was introduced to him, got him to join the site. He came out of the gate with 6 consecutive winners before losing last night with Kentucky. Still 6-1 start and 192.5 dimes of profit today. FYI, 50 dime winner number 3 in a row, as he goes for winner number 7 out of 8 overall. 50 dime winner number 1 was Duke over NC State last Thursday, and 50 dime winner number 2 was Monday night. The Wizards, a 4.5-point road dog outright by 12 at Milwaukee, so you might want to check out Brian Rusika as well. Now, for your free pick tonight, it is a big number at the Hinkle Fieldhouse with Butler laying 12 against NC Charlotte, but it's well worth the investment, I believe. Listen, there is no comparison between these two teams. I know that the 49ers, that's NC Charlotte, got out to a great start this season, won their first 9 games, but they played nobody. And look at the latest RPI rankings. Butler, 14th in RPI. NC Charlotte, number 60, because they played a bunch of dreck. And when they played better teams in A-10 competition this season, they've gotten hammered. Now, Butler, at home, has beaten in conference play St. Bonaventure by 19, Rhode Island by 7, Temple by 12. That's their last 3 home games. They're 4-0 in A-10 play overall this season, beating Richmond by 15. So really, none of them have really been that close. NC Charlotte comes in here having lost 3 of their last 4. They played well in a 7-point home loss against VCU. They played well in a 1-point road loss at Temple. They lost by 29 points at George Washington. Go figure, okay? They lost by 20 points at Richmond earlier this season as well. Now, Butler will be without their starting center, Andrew Smith, in this contest. 6'11 center, averaging about 11.4 points a game. But listen, Brad Stevens can go to a 4-guard lineup. He's got a couple of forwards. He can move over into the center position. Meanwhile, NC Charlotte, their leading scorer, DeMario Mayfield's been out. One of their forwards, JT Thompson's been out. They've got a 7-player rotation. Butler has depth, even though they're going to be missing their starting center here tonight. So I also believe that you're going to see a more focused effort from Butler tonight after the Bulldogs had a 17-point lead with like 12 and a half minutes to go at George Washington in their last game and had to hold on for a 59-56 win because they went 7.5 minutes to close the game without hitting a field goal. So again, I like Butler tonight. I thought a little bit about Duke, minus the points against North Carolina. But, I look at what happened with Duke last week against NC State, right? They covered. They opened up that huge 22, 23-point lead, and then almost NC State came back for the backdoor cover. That's what worries me about North Carolina tonight. So I think it's a limited card. I have my own best bet tonight. Butler was this close to being that best bet. That's why I'm using it as a free selection. Best of luck to you guys, and I will catch you again on Thursday.